For authentic news, good music, and information, listen to APFM. We say it as it is.
Good evening, it's 6 p.m. and you are live on APFM News Bulletin coming to you from our studios here, Madina New Road, closer to La Community Bank, Accra, Ghana. Presenting the news, I'm Priscilla Donko. With me here,
Akoshiana Rajeri.
The headlines. Nana Addo names replacement for former Deputy Agric Minister. Drama at Sekondi Takoradi over spiritual contamination of school feeding food.
And President Akufo-Addo commissions Water project, and Ghana Water Company Limited rolls out electronic billing in regions.
Now the news in detail.
For authentic news, good music, and information, listen to APFM. We say it as it is.
President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has named Member of Parliament for Akim Shredo Kennedy Osei-Nyarko as a new Deputy Minister of Agriculture. This was captured in communication from the presidency and read on the floor of Parliament by the Speaker, Mike Quay. The President read following the resignation of former Deputy Minister for Agriculture, Honorable William Kwetu, MP, in consultation with my Minister for Agriculture, Honorable Dr. Owusu Yakuto, pursuant to Article 79(1) of the Constitution. I have nominated Honorable Kennedy Osei-Nyarko, Member of Parliament for Akim Shredo, as Deputy Minister Designate for Agriculture for approval of Parliament. Mr. Nyarko replaces William Kwetu, who resigned from the position following some comments he made which were deemed as ethnocentric in relation to the four-arm worm invasion saga. Mr. Nyarko is currently the chairman of Parliament's Local Government Committee. The Akim-Oda MP William Kwetu tendered in his resignation in August 2017 following pressure from the minority and some civil society groups for making ethnocentric comments, which was triggered during a conversation on how government has dealt with the four-arm worm invasion in the three regions of the north. Mr. Kwetu's exit from the ministry was triggered by the following comment he made. Our brothers in the northern Ghana, it is so difficult to deal with them. I live for 27 years. I speak Dagbani like Dagomba and all that. They are very difficult people. Nobody can substantiate if anybody says that his farm was destroyed by armyworm. The person would have to come and prove it. We have no records on that. It's just a way of taking money from the government. That's what they all do the time.
For authentic news, good music, and information, listen to APFM. We say it as it is.
And moving on, the President of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, has commissioned the $55.50 million water project at Lamuse on Monday, 2nd October 2017, at the commencement of his two-day tour of the Upper West region. The water project, which was constructed with a facility from the Korean Exim Bank, will supply 3.3 million gallons of water per day to the 175 residents of Wa. Commissioning the project, President Akufo-Addo described it as a very happy day for him, especially as the project was begun at the time of the great Ghanaian leader, John Agyekum Kufuor. The president noted that it was in his President Kufuor's time that the financing for this project was secured as far back as 2008, but unfortunately after he left office in 2008, it took 5 years under the NEC successor government before the construction of the project began. President Akufo-Addo added that God has his own way of doing things. A project that was begun by Kufuor is going to be commissioned by Akufo-Addo. That is the way the Almighty works, assuring residents of the Upper West region and by extension the entire Ghanaian population of more water projects. President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo noted that there are various projects that are in the pipeline, of which this water project is the first, and stressed that his government, as contained in the 2016 manifesto of the New Patriotic Party, would pursue a water for all agenda, which will ensure that every Ghanaian has access to potable water. Making reference to the free senior high school policy, which he launched on the 12th September 2017, President Akufo-Addo stated that they told me I couldn't do the free senior high school policy and that I was lying to the people of Ghana and that it was an election gimmick. Well, the gimmick is out today. We can all see the gimmick. President Akufo-Addo conveyed the gratitude of government and the people of the Upper West region to the Korean government for the assistance given for the completion of the project. President Nana Addo urged that residents of Wa to look after the project and make sure you use the water with care.
Still on our news, Prophetess babs almost all the primary school pupils of the only public school at Mpimsin near Kojo Kurom to purge them from spiritual consequence. The prophetess Martha Kujo of the 12 Apostles Church claims her action was informed by a spiritual revelation that the meal served to the pupils in the school feeding program has been spiritually contaminated. She gathered the children at her garden to bath them with some concoction before releasing them for school in the morning on Tuesday, October 3rd around 8 a.m. The prophetess, who was summoned to the chief's palace following a complaint by the school management, also admitted collecting 1 cedi each from the kids to buy candle for the rituals.
For authentic news, good music, and information, listen to APFM. We say it as it is.
And still on water, the management of Ghana Water Company Limited wishes to inform its cherished customers that the transition from paper to electronic billing, which was started in June 2016, has been rolled out in the Greater Accra and Central, Western and Ashanti regions to ensure that all customers in the aforementioned regions are properly registered onto the electronic billing system and are receiving e-bills. Customers who have not received their paper or electronic bills, SMS or email in the last 6 months or more, or whose cell phone numbers, emails and geographical locations have not been captured by the Ghana Water Company Limited officers since the data collection exercise began, are kindly being requested by management to, as a matter of urgency, visit the nearest Ghana Water Company Limited office to report or call Ghana Water Company Limited call center to report. Customers can as well send their complaints via WhatsApp, including Google locations of their homes or properties to the call center numbers to enable easy identification of their properties. In June 2016, the Ghana Water Company Limited informed customers that it is changing over from paper bills to electronic bills, where customers will receive their bills on their cell phones via text message and or emails. The process is still ongoing, and very soon a full transition with a cut-off date for paper bill will be announced. Management of Ghana Water Company Limited is grateful for the support it has enjoyed over the period since it announced the transition in June 2016.
For authentic news, good music, and information, listen to APFM. We say it as it is.
To our business news, over 700 former workers of the now defunct UT and Capital Banks are set to lose their jobs as the takeover bank GCB has begun issuing out termination